this is Keith Neal, your creative saint with Keith Neal Creativity. And today I'm going to go over some art books that I have in my collection. But it'd be fun to do kind of a show and tell, if you will. And these books, from my understanding, well, I know two of them are out of print. But the one I believe, I don't know if they've reprinted it. And it's one of my very first art books. It's How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. And this really got me interested in comic sketching comic books and such. I believe I was already making some characters because I grew up on cartoons basically, and superhero cartoons. And when I saw this book and I saw some of the art on here, I just found it just wonderful. And some of the sketches on here are really wonderful. Like just, how to kind of start your sketching. Apologies, I have this terrible allergies right now. And here's some other things too. It just has a sketch and then like the finished sketch next to it. Just a great book. And again, I believe this one is out of print. I just really cherish this book right here, this art book. And the two other books that I believe were inspired by Marvel Comics, the comic or the drawing book, is my friend Tom Wynn. And he is an accomplished cartoonist, illustrator, and he's doing a lot of work for different TV shows right now. He's done DC Comics and Dark Horse and Marvel. But DC Comics is where I believe he got his big break. And he was doing one of my favorite characters, Green Lantern. And I think it was the Blackest Night series is where he got his big hit. And so this is Tom as a cartoon. And this really, when I looked at this, I found it, some of the resemblances of the Marvel Comics book. And so kind of like sketches like this. I believe there's sketches like this in the Marvel Comics too. But just really great gesturing. One of the things that he mentions in here, and I can't remember if Marvel, I don't know if Marvel really touches on it, but he talks about is look into getting models for your sketching. And he's taken pictures of, of some of these people that were willing to model for him so that he could get really good at illustrating comic books and other illustration projects. So I was talking to him at one show, and then he told me about these books that are out of print. And so I went to eBay, and then that's where I found out this is great. This is something that I could really, just kind of tone up a little bit more on what I do on illustrating and stuff. So this was the Incredible Comics. And then he did a second one, which is the Incredible Comic Book Women. So this is specifically on sketching women. Here's a good illustration right here. So the one thing that when I was talking to, was it years ago, talking to one guy and asking him about how to get into comic books, and he says, "Are you interested in drawing people, with suits on and just behind a desk, just your normal average Joe?" That's basically what you want to be doing. Is you're not always going to be drawing a superhero and leotards and a cape. you're going to be doing things that could be, you know, everyday, an everyday look, you know, like the casual clothes, drawing buildings, all these different things. These are more on the section of figures. So what I'm noticing here when I go through here, there's nothing really here that is about perspective. I think there's one here. I think there's something here that of like the panels. So there's like a panel shot here. Marvel does, I believe, if I remember correctly, does have a section on perspective. So here's like a finish, like a sketch of a comic page. And let's see, if I remember correctly, there was one where it was a very dull way. And then there went, okay, so this is it. So this was the one where it's pretty, not real dynamic. It just, you know, figures on a page. So if you kind of look at that, memorize that a little bit, and we'll go to the next one. And this is where you see a lot more dynamics. It's just pretty dynamic. It's pretty neat. And so Marvel does that. Tom kind of touches on that too. But I thought there was a section in here of straight up perspective. If I can get to that and stop moving the camera. Okay, that's more darkening. I remember learning about perspective through here. There's a lot of foreshortening. Here we go. It's at the beginning. It's the power of perspective, chapter 3. So this is where it kind of gets into the perspective and how important that is when you're sketching. So I really love these 3 books. Again, it's How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, Tom Nguyen, Incredible Comics with Tom Nguyen, and Incredible Comic Women with Tom Nguyen. 3 great books I just wanted to review today. Going forward, I'll more than likely just do one at a time. But these, to me, really marry together really well. I don't know if Tom would say that, but I believe it. You know, just this great strong figure drawing, you know, from the classic artists and now the contemporary, the modern day artist, Tom Nguyen. So that's my review. That's not my review, but that's my showing you my collection on that. If it was a review, I'd be reading it and then reading it back to you would be real boring. Just wanted to show you because I just want you to see how excited I am for these kind of art books and what they've done, how they've helped me be able to be a good sketch artist. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And then tune in tomorrow for another feature. I would love to share some more fun with you on this channel. All right, take care.